Hey guys, welcome to another episode of YouTube. It's January the 21st, and today we are in a serious danger zone for Bitcoin, and as most of you know, we have been seeing quite the sell-off recently. I just want to take a closer look into the price action here, as well. We're going to dive into Ethereum a little bit. If that sounds good to you guys, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and with that, let's get it. Alright, starting things off here, guys, we're going to look at my 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and as I mentioned, we are in a bit of a danger zone. Not all hope is lost yet, but we are teetering on a dangerous line here. And basically, what you'll probably notice right away is this descending triangle forming. I had seen one being pointed out earlier, just never quite met my criteria personally of how I like to trade patterns, but right now this looks like it is forming to me. I mean, we have this one touch point, two touch points. If we get some sort of a bounce, fake out, back down, get our third test, and then break down and respect this as old support, new resistance, get that flip, that could be quite a scary move to a lot of people, guys. If we take a measured move of this triangle, that would be somewhere around the $18,000, $19,000 range, something that a lot of people don't want to fathom. And honestly, I don't really want to see it myself either, because that would actually be lower than 20,000 getting that support flip. I mean, obviously that can be a bit of a fake out, and it doesn't have to be the end of the entire market cycle, you guys. I am still bullish long term for basically the rest of this year, unless things really change in the structure of the charts. This is a dangerous pattern. You guys will probably remember the infamous descending triangle of which started off our last bear market. So just something to pay attention to, guys. This is kind of a dangerous pattern. That being said, guys, let's just look at the bullish perspective here. I'm going to count this as one touch point, two touch points. If we bounce from here and get a third touch point, and then same thing, get our close above, get that support flip, that would be absolutely beautiful to see. And we have seen these descending triangles turn into bullish patterns, even though they're supposed to be a downward pattern. Not necessarily going to happen. If we get a pump to the upside out of this triangle, kind of depends where we break out from, but let's say even way down here, I mean, that's where we're starting to line up closer to that $47,000, $50,000 range, depending how fast we would break out of this triangle, guys. So definitely keep that on the radar. Another thing I want to point out, even on the 4-hour chart, we're starting to flirt with that oversold conditions. You know my thoughts on that, that if we're overbought right now, I'm not necessarily thinking that we have to sell off just because the trend has been so bullish that I was giving more weight to the oversold being a reversal rather than when it was overbought, it was more of a strength signal. So obviously the same thing could happen here where the RSI drops, and that actually means the sell pressure is incredibly strong, and it could be quite bearish if we drop in there. But just the way the macro trend is developing and how bullish we have been, such a strong uptrend, you guys, that I would think we won't stay oversold too long. That's just my opinion, and of course none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research, form your own opinions. But another thing I want to point out, guys, is back here, you'll remember that I actually played a beautiful long calling 30,000, the new bottom, and it absolutely played out great. And I had a few reasons for that. One of them was that it was kind of a support flip of this range over here, and the fact that we were testing it on these wicks over here. And that's exactly where this last 4-hour candle and where we're finding support right now. I don't know if this is going to hold. In fact, by the end of the video, it could absolutely just dump from here. That wouldn't be all too shocking. Yes, we don't really want to see it from a bullish perspective, but it could happen. It's a very real and dangerous possibility, right? So that being said, I am going to hop over to my Ethereum chart. So with my Ethereum chart, I'm going to dive right into the 15-minute just to get a closer look of what's going on. I had this downward sloping resistance line mapped out, and obviously we're nowhere near that anymore. However, on Twitter just earlier I had mentioned that we have this downward sloping green trend line. We have one touch point, two touch point, three touch point, four, and then we had this candle close right on it. So basically 5 touch points on this trend line. And that was great to see. And I had mentioned that I was going to start laddering in some longs on the way down. And I even mentioned that we might get some sort of a fake out to the downside. But if we do end up getting a bit of a V-shaped recovery, getting back onto this line and respecting it as support again, I think that's where we might actually end up going back towards the upside of this channel. And with how bullish I am on Ethereum lately, that could be all that it takes to really get this thing rolling. That could be the spark that it needs, just getting this bit of a fake out and then just blasting to the upside and catching everyone off guard. Will it happen? I don't know. Time will tell. I could absolutely lose this trade, guys. That's a part of trading, and you know that I'm always harping on bankroll management and setting stop losses and that sort of stuff. And currently my stop loss is around 1,044 US dollars. What I'm really hoping to see here, and again, I'm not all in or anything like that, guys. If this position gets wrecked, then what the fuck ever. But what I am looking for is right now, if we find support on this green box here, get some sort of a double bottom right where we are right now, and even just kind of form some consolidation as long as we stay in this green box, I think that would absolutely give us the bounce that we need, act as just, and again, this is a very micro move, guys. This is a 15-minute chart, but if we could get some sort of a trampoline springboard effect off this green box and push us back above this green line, that would be absolutely beautiful, and I would actually consider adding to my long, depending when it happens, if I'm awake, how the chart looks and that sort of stuff. Until then, I'm just going to remain in my small position for now until we either drop this or break this. So we'll have to see what happens, guys. I honestly don't really have an opinion which way I think this is going to go right now. Both directions would not really surprise me right now, but it's going to be very hard to play. That's why like I said, I have a small position on the table and I have limited my risk and that sort of stuff. Don't want to wipe out my account on one bad trade, and honestly, this trade could go sour very soon. Really, by the time you see this video, I could be stopped out if we drop this box. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyways, I just really wanted to throw the bearish possibility at you guys, but also show you the lighter side of things of what we could potentially be setting up for, and maybe we are nearing a bottom here just because Bitcoin is kind of finding, well, attempting to find support in this green box. It doesn't look very strong in my opinion, so it's really difficult to say what's going to happen here right now, you guys. Things look very uncertain. So that being said, I think that's all I have to say for you guys for today. Just a very quick video, but I just wanted to point out a couple things to you guys. Hopefully you appreciate this content. If you do, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. Let me know what you think on the current market conditions. All ears. I'm willing to listen to other opinions as well as my own. So with that being said, guys, stay safe. I'm out. Peace.